All right, so what exactly we were talking about with the Jimmy Butler now?
Oh, now T. Horton want to jump out.
Oh, niggas run.
Hey, welcome to
Niggas
another
ran away.
episode of the Game Changer Podcast. I got my boy DJ.
All right, so what happened with
in
Jimmy Butler now?
with T. Horton, because we had a whole conversation about Jimmy Butler getting hurt,
Can
ACL
y'all hear me?
injury. Yeah, we hear you, bro. Jimmy Butler ACL injury,
Can y'all hear
and
me?
we hear you. Let me take you out.
We can hear you, DJ.
But you know, Jimmy Butler being hurt for the Golden State Warriors, what does that mean for the rest of the season? And what does that mean for Kuminga? Because, of course, Kuminga ready to go. So, T. Horton saying that Jimmy Butler is the problem somehow. Well, Jimmy Butler been playing pretty good since he's been in
I
Jimmy
ain't gonna
Butler
let you do that. I hate to interrupt like that, but I never said he was the problem in Golden State. That's a lie. I'm talking about everywhere he's been except for Golden State. Don't lie on me.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Hey, well, jump on and state your opinion, sir.
DJ, we can hear you,
yes, we hear you.
All right, but you said he's a problem everywhere he goes. So where he's at now is where he goes, and you saying he's a problem everywhere he goes. And I'm asking you what problems.
But when we previously speaking on Jimmy Butler, I stated how he acted in Chicago, Minnesota, Philly, and Miami. I never once said anything about I never once said anything about Golden State. But that's what y'all seem to dwell on because I said he was a problem everywhere he goes. He's only been there for a year and a half.
But
so no, he ain't did shit there.
You didn't say that.
But I spoke on everywhere else that he's been and he's been a problem. Why do you think he moved around? Why do you think he moved around so much? Simply because they get rid of him not because of his talent, but because of his attitude.
If a person said they're a problem everywhere they go.
Go ahead, DJ.
DJ, kill the goddamn Golden State talk, bro. Just kill that shit right there, like real talk. Because that seemed to be the only thing you dwelling on. I made this statement previously and said he's a problem everywhere he go. And then I named everywhere. You said, well, what about Golden State? Out of the 6 places he been, my nigga, you want to goddamn it continuously goddamn it like lock in on Golden State. Damn, nigga, he only been there a fucking year.
You started naming stuff when brought up Golden State. Nigga, everywhere the teams you talk about that he was a problem there, he was only there for like a year. Besides Chicago. So what's the difference?
Miami, my nigga, he's there longer than a year.
And what problems did he cause there besides towards the end when he was ready to get traded?
He was ready to fucking go. So he ain't get traded because of the lack of talent he had. He got us traded because of goddamn it. He started becoming cancerous with this fucking attitude and all that shit.
So
that's what he do everywhere he goes.
What about before?
He overproduced in Miami though. So
he went to the finals twice there.
Okay. We never said Jimmy Butler isn't talented. We never said Jimmy Butler doesn't perform where he go. I said he's a problem everywhere he go. Not he don't lead because of his talent, my nigga. He lead because of the fucking attitude and all that shit. The team he won out. They get rid of that. That nigga's a talented nigga. Never doubted that shit. But you keep dwelling on what has he done since he been in Golden State? He ain't did shit, bro. I don't know if he got any problems out there in Golden State. I don't know. But you talk about goddamn it, 1 stop out of 6 stops.
They would have beat that Minnesota team in the playoffs. Am I right or wrong?
I don't even know what you said, bro. Because all I keep hearing you say, "What he do since he been in Golden State? What he do since he been in Golden State?" That's the only thing I keep hearing you say, my nigga.
Hey,
last year. When they was playing against Minnesota Timberwolves in the playoffs, when Stephen Curry messed up, I think his like quad or something.
Nigga, don't ask me shit else about what the fuck the nigga do on the court. We never said the nigga ain't fucking talented, bro. The nigga get out and he ball. If he on the court, he ball. All I said was the nigga is a fucking problem where he go. Not that he don't have the fucking skills, nigga.
Okay, so give me an example of the problem that he caused. Since you know all the shit, since you in the media, since you in the locker room, tell us the problem that he caused.
Bro,
tell us the problem that he caused. Tell us the problem that he caused.
I'm telling you, David.
I'm listening.
A fucking problem with attitude and all that.
What's the attitude? Okay, what have you done? What have you done that caused the attitude?
Hey, we can all sing together, but we can't all talk together, man.
Go ahead, T1. He asked you a question.
Let him answer the some ask the fucking question he answered.
Nigga, you the one got all the answers. What attitude have he had? Since you in the locker room, since you in the NBA
how many
media?
fucking times do I gotta say the nigga ain't did shit attitude wise since he been in fucking Golden State? We was previously talking about everywhere else the nigga has been. His talent has never been a problem. You can never question that nigga talent. We was talking about the attitude everywhere and the problems that he had everywhere except for Golden State, and you keep focusing on Golden State. Damn.
I'm really not. Rod, you have an attitude. Rod, you have an attitude problem. No, listen, Rod, you have an attitude problem. Every time you doing this, you do that. Every time when somebody speak to you, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm asking you, what did Jimmy Butler attitude? What have he done to show that he has an attitude on these teams? I'm not talking about Golden State. I'm talking about before this.
Okay, so DJ, let me say this, and I'll let you go next.
All right. Back in Chicago, you know, he started out with Tom. And then back in Chicago. When Tom left, I think he had a situation with the coach and things like that. That was got him shipped out to Minnesota too, Tom.
Thank you for explaining that to me, Nick. Instead of just saying he has an attitude, but can't explain it.
Now, up in Minnesota, they had, I think they went to the playoff when he got there. You know, I think he might have just spent 2 years and a half there, you know, before he got let go. So in Minnesota, you know, they had the infamous practice situation where he doing all the cussing in the gym, the coaches, and everybody out.
Okay.
So they end up, of course they'll want to keep the young cat. So they went on ahead and shipped Jimmy out then, though. All right, Jimmy went to Philly. They had a good thing going on in Philly with him, Embiid, and all the rest of them guys. Now, it was some situations over there, you know, him speaking his mind or whatever he was doing over there, they didn't like it in the organization. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they ended up signing Tobias Harris, but I'm quite sure if Jimmy hadn't caused a lot of commotion, they probably would have signed Jimmy. So let's go back to Miami. He spent a couple years there. They did go to the finals. Boom, boom, boom. Him and Pat Riley. Pat Riley do not like no player with no attitude. They're gonna be questioning him. That didn't work out. So we had to almost the tail end of his career. He in Golden State. You know, Steph is over there. Draymond is over there. This is his first year and a half now. Not saying that he gonna cause a commotion because it ain't too many more places he can be going and still getting paid his money he getting paid.
But he's been hurt.
After his injury here, right?
So, I want to say the part of saying that he is a problem or he just got like a abrasive attitude. Shit, Michael Jordan had an abrasive attitude. Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the fucking eye in practice. So I mean, he had a rap of riding Kwame Brown hard in goddamn Washington. So does that mean that Michael Jordan was a problem everywhere he went?
That's not a problem. That's just a competitor.
You talking about two different type of players, dog. I mean,
it's kind of, yes, but no.
No matter how good it was, that GM and Michael Jordan relationship wasn't good. We all know that. But then again, Nick, Jimmy Butler was asking for the trade. He wasn't getting trade. He was asking for the trade.
He didn't want to be there. Just like Draymond. Michael Jordan punched a teammate. Jimmy Butler never punched a teammate. I think that's more egregious than, being voicing your opinion, cussing the coach out or something.
Man, y'all jumped on here with a topic, but we didn't start off in the details like we was previously talking about before we got on here. Because you came in and what did he do in Golden State? What did he do in Golden State? What did he do in Golden State? Like, come on, nigga. We were saying we've never questioned Jimmy Butler's talent. We know that nigga Council is fucked. We never question that shit. We was just talking about the problems he have everywhere he go. That was it.
And Nick literally explained it from the time he came to the NBA to the time he left, which I was asking you to explain, but you couldn't because you didn't have an answer.
You don't care. Well, what did he do to go to state, T? What did he do to go to state?
And then I was asking you, and then I asked, fellas, did I not say what was his attitude? And he kept on talking about the same shit that he's saying now.
But who's to say he don't have this same attitude and problem about the state, but they just better at hiding it?
Hey, ask T, he got the answer.
No, you got the answer.
Hold on, but none of his attitude problems and issues was coming out until after he was on his way out the door. This is when you find out about all the problems. Exactly.
Yep.
That's how it always is. When you win, everything is smooth sailing. When you start losing, shit start going left.
You gotta embrace the personality. Nigga gonna say what he.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is just a strong-minded person, and this era can't handle that.
And Kobe was the same way. They want to win, and they gonna say what's on their mind when they feel like you can do better.
Rasheed Wallace.
A lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This era can't handle that. So when you saying some shit that motherfucker, you get butt hurt, a motherfucker feelings get hurt, and now you have an attitude, I guess. There ain't no motherfucking
Hall of Famer Chris Paul is sent home on his farewell tour, goddamn year, because of what? Man, tone that shit down, my nigga. You ain't the same player.
But it's not his attitude. It's not his attitude. It's just he's talking. He's a 40-some-year-old man talking to a bunch of 22, 23-year-olds that ain't fucking don't got no heart. So and they feeling that you picking on him. He's not having no attitude.
A coach who has less experience than he has. Maybe he looking at it like that. He like, shit, I've been in the league 20 years. You been coaching 10 years.
Oh. Yeah, because Adelson Harrison was in the Miami for a long time, and he was like a player's coach, and he was getting them boys in shape. And the shit that he was saying, that could have caused a fucking problem and attitude, but they took it what it is, and that shit, he made those boys tough. So some motherfuckers could take it something.
So you saying this newer NBA, they soft?
Man, fucking.
There's a bunch of soft motherfuckers in the NBA.
Man, soft ain't the word. Fragile.
So, I mean, we knew Jimmy Butler was a different type of dude, and I think this conversation did start from him getting hurt, and it kind of went into his value for the team. But him getting hurt is gonna be like a death sentence for this team because they were betting big on Jimmy. They've been paying him a lot of money, and now him not being there, these other guys gonna have to step up, and these other guys are not like that. We're gonna hear what Draymond had to say about it.
I wish my brother Jimmy a speedy recovery. First thing he said, sitting in the locker room, was like, man, I'm supposed to take my kids to the arcade in the morning. I'm not going to be able to he said it 4 different times, I'm not going to be able to take my kids to the arcade in the morning. Then we talked a little more. Man, I'm supposed to take my kids to the arcade. That's all he kept saying. And he was just in like this state of like delirium, like completely delirious.
Jimmy Butler injury.
But like,
what
was the point of him? Like, I ain't get that.
Neither did I ain't get that either though, Popeye. But so with this injury going on, where does the Warriors and Kuminga relationship go since he already won out? Think he gonna get traded now? What y'all think?
He's gonna be gone before the trading deadline.
Man, that man hate Steve Kerr.
Yeah, but at this point, can you afford to let him go? With
exactly.
Jimmy being hurt.
Not Jimmy hurt. That's a good question.
So whether he want to be out or whether they want him out or not, is it smart to let him go at this point?
But he done checked out. He hates them. He hates Steve Kerr. Kuminga do.
Yeah, but so because you hate Steve Kerr and you want out and they need you and they don't trade you gonna fuck your career up and not play?
No, he gonna do what he want to do, but
you gonna mess your money up?
Because he ain't in the position to be making no calls like that.
Hey, we had these same conversations about Ja Morant last year, and it's what we're
Ja
now.
But Ja Morant got that name, Ja Morant. Anybody gonna pick up Ja Morant? Kuminga, he can't afford to fuck his career up like this.
That's interesting. You say that anybody will pick up Ja Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant, he's still a value player, and then he's a household name. At the end of the day, it's still a business.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll fill the arena for a couple of games, but if Ja ain't playing up to,
he'll fill the arena for every game. Especially now, you got to remember, we live in a social media time. We living for a viral moment. Ja Morant, if you put Ja Morant in if you put Ja Morant on hypothetically, put him on like the Clippers in LA, nigga, that's a fucking high value team, and motherfucker gonna be on edge to see what he's gonna do, cause who he is. We living in a time about like a lot of times when a lot of people think of like Bronny coming to the NBA, LeBron James got him. We also the Lakers want that attention too, cause they the Lakers is known for being flashy, being that team. So they still getting all that praise and all that attention. Just by they can honestly say at the end of the day, we the first team that ever got a son and dad duo. A lot of time motherfuckers ain't really worrying about they winning. They just want that attention, they want that praise, and they want that moment.
Bronny led the league in jersey sales, nigga. Shadur Sanders led the league in jersey sales. So you're right about that. It's definitely a social media age, and these younger people are driving the engagement. We seeing these new stars pick up because LeBron, KD, and Steph on their way out the door. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we in a
viral stage. We in a fucking attention stage. Everybody want that attention. Everybody want that praise. It don't matter if you're young or old. They want to just see what we can do to sell more tickets, what we can do to put more seats in here. That's just what it is. Ja Morant gonna fill up the seats wherever he go. Kuminga, he's not gonna be able to do that.
But Kuminga maybe could help you win. He big. Kuminga 6'9". He a big tall wing. Ja small guard, so he got to be on the right team too.
But it's I'm saying at the end of the day, it's still the name. It's the name. Ja Morant is Ja Morant is a name. Ja Morant is a household name. Kuminga is like, I don't even know if I'm saying the nigga name right. Okay.
So, for real though.
But how long and how far in your career does being a household name get you though?
It's gonna get you to the end.
I mean,
it don't matter. It don't matter what.
As long as he's still in his 20s, and stuff right now, he's still in good shape. But he got to hit the court too though at some point though. But
what we just said about Chris Paul,
a household name.
Chris Paul, as long as he's producing, he was tolerated. He was tolerated as long as he was producing. So same thing for Ja. As long as you producing, you'll be tolerated.
That's what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was getting at. That household name don't mean shit when you ain't producing.
They weren't getting along.
Say it again.
Chris Paul and Tyronn Lue and Chris Paul, they weren't really getting along like that though.
Oh, no, not
like people like the story came out. So even with their roster and stuff, however, DJ said that he was talking to the young guy, they barely got young guys over there because they roster a number of old guys. Kawhi.
No, he was talking about with San Antonio though. He was talking about when he was with San Antonio last year. But yeah, on this team, that's why, and it is a different dynamic. You see that you going from that young team as a 40-year-old veteran to going to a team of veterans already. Niggas don't want to hear that shit. Hey. You do what you do.
It ain't that they don't want to hear that attitude and that mouth that you had with those younger players. You ain't gonna come over here and try to pull that shit because we bulls too. You ain't the only bull in the locker room no more.
But that's what I'm saying. That's part of the problem. That's the problem. Because the young generation don't want to listen to the old heads. Because they feel like they know more than the old people.
I mean, and it is a new crop of players. You know what I'm saying? Who are we talked about this? The face of the league. The new face of the league for the North American players outside of the international player, we looking at a Ja Morant or Anthony Edwards and a couple other names you guys had named. But yeah, these guys are. You can't come in Minnesota and as a Chris Paul and tell Anthony Edwards anything really. You don't want to hear that shit.
Why can't you? Why can't you? He been there, done that. Ain't nothing wrong to give somebody a pointer or give somebody.
But I think it's all about how it's being said though, and when it's being said, because I'm pretty sure those young guys will listen to advice depending on the setting, where you saying it to them at, and how you saying it to them. You ain't gonna just.
If anything, Minnesota might need. If anything, Anthony Edwards might need a Chris Paul at his side. Chris Paul, he been there, even with Anthony Edwards outside stuff he doing, all these women and stuff. Chris Paul could put him to the side and tell him, it's time for you, to grow up and be mature and settle down and stuff. That was the one.
You're right. And in that same breath, somebody like a Lonzo Ball. I mean, what his name? Melo Ball. Great young prospect, but he could benefit from having some kind of veteran in his ear. So yeah. Definitely.
They can work with basketball or outside of basketball. Ain't nothing wrong with the whole president.
Facts. That's a fact.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The Salt is here said, who brought Rodman to Finland?
Did Rodman go to Finland? I didn't even know about that.
Man, listen.
Or did he say, is he talking about the World Health Organization? That's what he talked. He said that WHO is the World Health Organization. Am I right? What is this? The state is here.
The state is here.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the World Health Organization because they ain't somewhere over that way. But I don't know. We don't know. My guy.
Yeah, nobody keep up with Rodman because him and his antics, nobody cares. But back to what y'all was saying though. My bad. I ain't mean to cut y'all off or nothing.
Oh.
Nah, we started this whole conversation about the Jimmy Butler and Golden State Warriors, and I had said that basically them guys' future is up in smoke. The end of Steph Curry's career is not going to be real good for the Warriors because they didn't get rid of Kuminga in time, bro. You got to get rid of him. He don't want to be there. So you got to get rid of him. And now Jimmy Butler is
Warriors
hurt.
Jimmy Buckets tore his ACL through a classic dynamic valgus mechanism. Let's break down the biomechanics to raise awareness around ACL injury and prevention. A lob comes into Jimmy, and if he jumps straight up and down here, he lands balance and likely avoids injury. Instead, the defender goes for the ball. He inadvertently clips Butler's right side mid-air, shifting his center of mass left. That shift
So basically, y'all saying Golden State can't do it without Jimmy.
What that you said, Papa?
So y'all saying Golden State can't do it without Jimmy?
I mean, I won't say they can do it without him, but he's one of the biggest pieces of them.
Yeah, I think they done because he a big part of their payroll. So it's not like they can go out and go to get some free agent to replace him. No, it might be over with. But I wanted to show that little part where the defender pushed Jimmy forward and he ended up tearing his ACL. The same exact injury happened the same exact way with Klay Thompson, if you remember. Remember he on the break, he dunked the ball and the defender pushed him and the momentum took him a little further and he ended up landing on that knee the wrong way. ACL, he out for a year and a half or however long that was. Same thing happened to Jimmy Butler in that situation. Shit crazy.
So will Jimmy be like Klay when he come back?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is he ever gonna be the same? We know he ain't super athletic at this point. No way. 37 years old, Jimmy Butler. But is he gonna come back more athletic? Probably not. So
I feel like he's gonna come back the same because at the end of the day, Jimmy Butler, the way he plays is gonna always work. He's a real good on-ball defender. He's a good perimeter shooter. It's not like he high flying. He's gonna always give you about anywhere from 15 to 20 points. I mean,
37 years old.
At what?
37 years old right now.
Yeah. He'll be back next year.
At 38.
And then how things is now is some injuries not a career injury as we see. You're not gonna come back.
Everybody ain't a LeBron neither, so.
No, definitely not that. Damn right on that.
We just use the same example. Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. If we remember Klay Thompson before that injury, and when we see him after, it's a big difference.
A big difference. A big fall off. So But prayers to Jimmy, man. Hopefully he have a speedy recovery and can still come back and perform at a high level. But I don't see it.
It might be Steve Kerr last year in Golden State, man. They about tired of his shit. He fucked up his situation with Kuminga. You got all the young guys. You gotta what you call it? You gotta develop these guys. But Steve Kerr really don't look like he no good coach. It look like you just had some good players, my guy.
I mean, they said the same about Phil. They said the same about Belichick.
A lot of times these players kind of make the coach look good, but you still need a coach at the end of the day.
Yeah, but shit, some of these players and teams that these people inherit, they don't even have to really do nothing. Just let them boys go out there and play ball.
It's still a strategy to these games.
Doc Rivers always has teams that can damn near coach
team and strategy going on.
Yeah, you still need that.
You still need a coach or whatever.
Oh yeah, because that just shows you right there. That showed you by the air explosive with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. You would think right there, just let them boys out there play, but end up getting out coached. Because at the end of the day, LeBron, LeBron's LeBron, but he's still going to listen to his coach. So if he's going to go by with his coach's word, and they got out coached. That coach figured out how to, make it hard on LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Wade. And when Eric Spoelstra didn't have nothing to how to stop the Dallas Mavericks. So yeah, coach is a big factor. It don't matter who you got on your team.
Coach is a big factor, and that's why I don't like Doc Rivers. He had James Harden and Joel Embiid. He had a good chance.
He always had a good team. Doc Rivers always had a good team.
Facts.
Yeah, he always he never had no team and he had to rebuild them with them. Every team he came with, they was already ready. They were just. So
what's the
I wouldn't even say a piece. They wasn't even a piece away. They had all the pieces to win the championship. He just couldn't get them over there.
What did you say, Nick?
I mean, but he did win in Boston, though. He won in Boston.
Yeah, but that's one time. That's one time when he should have did at least 3 times. He should have did it 3 years in a row if you want to look at it like that.
How?
At least
them boys wasn't young now.
At least 2 years.
There we go with that again. I mean, they wasn't. You going by, they wasn't young because all the years they was in the NBA, but they age-wise, they were still kind of young. Because when they got together, they was 30, 31, 32. But they've been in the NBA for like 10 plus years. So if you look at it like that, that might be old. But age-wise, they were still kind of in the prime of their career.
Yeah.
When you look at
the end of the prime.
Yeah, the end of the prime.
Even at the same time, though, that's when you really that's like when how NBA players used to retire around by 30, 32, 31, and things like that, So even with that though, they still was. I wouldn't even say they young and stuff. Yeah, they probably still like in they like they almost tail end of their prime. So even when they got together, they had went through their big prime. You know what I'm saying? So. So, but even when Doc Rivers having them old season players, he had a little couple young guys with him too, though. And they all played a good role. Now, you are right. They probably could have won 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? But they had them in a way, too.
Yeah, and that Lakers team was kind of old too, so they were kind of like on the same level. And then we can also go by when he was with that Clippers team with Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul. They was young and still couldn't do it.
That's a fact. I don't like that.
True, but Blake didn't have the skill sets as my other boy was KG or
he definitely had the skill set, but he had the skill set, but that's when that culture come apart to get them on that level.
Yep, facts.
Because at the end of the day, Blake Griffin was a prime example. He wasn't going to be jumping like that forever. So that's why you got to coach them, let you know, like, just in case this not going to happen, your game need to be like this. But he was thinking that it was going to be like that forever.
Because DJ, he did. Later in his career, he turned into a 3-point sniper.
It was too late, though. It was way too late.
No. So that's my point with Doc Rivers not developing in LA. Yeah. Because apparently he could shoot, actually.
Yeah.
If you would have developed him properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you were so enamored with him flying through the air and dunking, which how long do that shit last, bro?
Yeah, it's not gonna last long. They're gonna give you highlight reels and sports centers, but they ain't gonna. You can't win it like that.
Yeah.
And that's a prime example of what Kobe Bryant said about James Harden. Kobe Bryant literally said the way that James Harden plays, you cannot win a championship like that, and you got to adjust your game. But that all come with coaching. So,
Facts.
so
Hey, well, that can wrap it up on the NBA topics for today. We talked about Jimmy Butler. We talked about Paul Gasol and Chris Bosh. We talked about a lot of shit.
yeah.
But yeah, anything else y'all gotta say till next time right here with Game Changers Podcast.
Oh, yo. Now what you say, Nick?
I just said we also talked about the Jeannie Buss and LeBron situation.
I missed that.
How I'm glad Jeannie Buss came out and said what she said.
Allegedly, we don't know if she really said
allegedly.
Yeah.
When she said that he's ungrateful. That kind of don't even sound right. You ungrateful. We got your son here, and you still not happy, or you still not grateful. Like,
what do they mean?
That don't even sound right. Yeah, that don't even sound right.
That's for sure. You know, like man Socrates said, that's how you know how the internet is, man.
Yeah.
The internet.
Nick said that sound right. Nick said that sound like some shit.
You know, Nick with all that. Nick just like people. Nick with the shit, man.
Sound right. Cause look.
Yeah, Nick, my man, but yeah, Nick don't like LeBron at all.
No, I just gotta call it what it is, man. When JJ
Redick call a spade a spade.
Don't play defense. I'm calling
LeBron don't play defense.
Man, you see,
well, you know LeBron don't play no damn defense.
Going around, y'all cut it out, man. Don't.
Wait a minute.
I ain't gonna say LeBron James is a lockdown defender.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say that, but he has been on the all defensive teams though. He has been on all defensive teams.
How many?
We do know him for the takedown block.
I ain't talking
We do know
about
him for the takedown block.
I'm talking about that's my 9. That man
How many all defensive teams has he been on?
He's 41 now.
I ain't talking about no age. We'll retire.
Hey,
Quit.
I'm about to say that age don't mean shit because if it was a problem, retire. But I still need somebody to tell me how many all defensive teams has LeBron been on.
Y'all just
definitely been on all defensive
teams. This $1 million
How
body
many?
man. That man comes in every year.
You tell me.
That man can slide. If he
I
can
don't
jump,
want
he
to
can
say he's
slide.
been on him.
I know he been on.
If he can jump, he can slide. Then he can help on D. And shoot better.
What other superstars in the game? See, we'll talk all day about LeBron, Ramon James. What about these other superstars? What about a KD? KD got a good chance this year. KD got a good chance this year of going deep in the playoffs. Can we talk about these guys?
Yeah.
Can we talk about San Antonio beating OKC 3 out of 4 times? Like,
when is LeBron, it never matters. When is LeBron, nobody else never matters. LeBron, the only one that do things wrong.
Doing good. This is
And that's what I was saying about.
Hey, we can talk. We can talk about the way the Knicks did the Nets.
The Knicks. Can we talk about the Knicks lost? How about the Knicks been losing too?
Let's talk about when Jalen Brunson walked off the court. Let's talk about Jalen Brunson walked off the court with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left.
Because they been losing, and he tried to rush back.
Now that's bad. Now when everybody will talk about attitude, now that's bad attitude.
But he tried to rush back, DJ. He was hurt. He tried to rush back, thinking that they were gonna win, and then more still lost.
Oh, okay. I hope that's what it was.
10 out of 13 now. They lost 10 out of 13 games. They last 13 games.
But if LeBron James would have did that, they would have crucified him.
Okay, we going through a little slump. This is a little rough patch.
Preach, DJ.
The Lakers won last. What are you talking about?
Lakers won last night. Luka had. Yeah, Lakers won.
Oh yeah, the Knicks won last. I mean, the Lakers won last night.
And what are you talking about if that was LeBron? Like the Lakers ain't had a slump.
I mean, everybody has a sunk. That's what I'm saying. Everybody have a sunk, but when LeBron James have a sunk, it's a problem.
Yep, they crucify him every
That's
time.
because he deemed himself the best player in the world.
I mean, that's a confidence though.
So that comes with it. That comes with it. If you want to sit here and put yourself out as the best player of the world, you got to take everything that comes with it.
You know what? Man, I can't even argue with you on that. You right.
So when you deem yourself the best player in the world, you don't have room to make mistakes.
No, I ain't gonna say he ain't got room to make mistakes. Come on now, hold on.
It is very smart. Man, you know how the internet is. You say you the best player in the world, the internet ain't giving you no room to make no mistakes.
So really, it's a crime to have confidence in yourself. So now everybody just need to be walking around like Kawhi Leonard and not say nothing.
Nah, it's the difference between cocky and confidence now. There's a thin line, but there is a line.
But it's okay for boxers to be cocky.
I'll say this though, DJ. Some players enjoy the, being obscured from like the light. You know what I mean? So like you really don't even hear a lot about certain teams or certain players, and I could really point to it in the NFL more so, where they don't even talk about these quarterbacks who don't really never win shit until they win. So you ain't gonna hear about Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence or Drake. I ain't gonna put Drake May on that. But you know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
But some of these quarterbacks, like when players come to LA, they can't play all of a sudden. They can't play under the bright lights. But then you go to Milwaukee, your ass goddamn can't miss. So it
put a name on it.
Sometimes it's a lot of players, but see, Dorian Finney-Smith, goddamn, fucking Kyle Kuzma, fucking all those guys who came through the Lakers. Russell Westbrook.
Maybe it ain't the bright lights and that so-called team.
Nobody
it ain't the bright light, but it's that so-called best player in the world.
Ain't nobody shooting the ball for you.
Nah,
I don't think
miss me with that. Nobody shooting the ball for you.
It's that career killer.
Bro, some people don't even want to go be a corner man to this guy.
It don't matter what you want to be. I just named Dorian Finney-Smith. He's a specific type of player. He the same type of player when he leaves and before he came, but he performed better. So we ain't talking about a person who was a superstar. Now you can use that for Westbrook, but what about these role players who are just role players? This nigga been a role player everywhere he went, so it ain't no excuse.
And then again, there's nothing wrong with being a role player.
But you might be
wrong with that. Because the role players, they're the one that stay in the league longer than the other players.
It be certain type of role players. You have those role players like your guy needs shooters, guys that really can just shoot from the from the corner.
Right, that's what they need. That's what they need.
Whereas Finney-Smith, he probably not that type of player. Of course, he can.
No, he definitely that type of player. That's why they got him. That's why they got him. Finney-Smith, he was a 3-and-D.
He might like to get in there. Sometimes you might have to get your warm up when you cut into the hoop. You know what I'm saying?
About?
No, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Oh, okay. He played for the Houston Rockets.
Yes. And before he played for
the Lakers.
You see how he playing over there
for Minnesota.
He was the Lakers last year.
Before going to
Houston. But what we're saying, his style of play is his style of play. He's
like a Wesley Matthews. He played good defense and he could shoot spot on shots.
He's a 3-and-D. Exactly. So
and he's a good perimeter defender.
Again,
and players like him stays in the league because they do their role, and every team needs a player like that.
Facts. But when, like, again, and T. Horton just come back in, and let's see what he disagree or agree with this. When players get to LA, a lot of players, we had that same problem with Gabe Vincent. They don't perform under the bright lights. Now you can blame that on LeBron, or you can blame that on whatever. But the fact of the matter.
Say the whole thing. You said they don't perform under the bright lights in LA, but when they go somewhere else.
But a lot of times, though, they don't perform like that because a lot of times they come to LA when it's like somewhat towards the end of their career, too.
That's true.
Sometimes. It all depends who you're talking about. Sometimes they might be young and not ready, or they might come when it's towards the end of their career. Besides Luka and Anthony Davis, they're the only two that came to the Lakers at the prime of their career.
I don't know how I feel about that because being a Lakers fan for 25, 30 years, I don't know how I feel about that right there, DJ. Because I've seen a few of them, even with
in their prime.
I wouldn't say prime because I don't think we got a lot of stars out of LA. We we've been had a lot of role players throughout the years or whatever.
In the past, and since you claim you've been a
J.R.
Lakers
Ryder, I've never seen him as a superstar.
I've been a superstar. I ain't saying superstar. No.
That's why I said
what I'm saying is
he wasn't a role player though.
Who?
The Lakers.
When I came in, the part I came in on, I heard y'all speaking. You know, I heard what Popeye said. So basically, you know, then DJ followed up with they either come in young, super young, or at the end of their career.
Yeah.
Now I've seen a lot of people come in like we just say we went out to go get Malik Beasley previously because of what he done on other teams, and he got to LA, he didn't do shit.
Facts.
We went out to go get Malik Monk because he was shining on other teams. He came to LA, he didn't do shit. So I'm speaking on people like that. Gabe Vincent, what he did in Miami, and then out there in LA, he didn't do shit. You dig what I'm saying? So that's I'm speaking on people like that right there. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Then we got, and then you said a lot of you said a lot of players, but I seen Westbrook come down, which was way past his prime, and he didn't really do shit at LA. But then he went to Denver, and you seen signs of Westbrook being able to ball. Then what he doing with Sacramento this year? You feel what I'm saying? He doing things. So I don't know. Like I said, I gotta agree with a lot of people coming to LA, and they just can't make it out there. They fade away under the light.
Besides the ones that came,
it's the career killer.
He did that at other places outside of LA as well. You did what I'm saying. So
I wasn't
saying shoot for you. He
can't
shoot the ball for you.
He definitely got that, but he definitely hinders a lot of people's game. But we was talking about LA and not Bron, because I seen Bron do that elsewhere. But LA, no, niggas come to LA and they just don't live up to the hype.
Hey, one other
like said, it's kind of hard to be a corner man all your career when you're in LA.
I mean, those are all valid points. One other thing I wanted to get y'all opinion on though. I know on a previous show we had talked about the Texas State Trooper who had bumped them boys in the tunnel. South Carolina player in the tunnel. Remember? They saying that DPS is investigating that incident now. And how the fuck it take y'all this long to investigate the issue is the question that I'm asking.
Yeah, that was kind of toward the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, how long ago was that? And they just now deciding to investigate that. That man should have been
fired that time.
He should have been fired that fucking night.
Drug tested too.
And it shouldn't have been no investigation. What are you investigating? What did those guys say something to him? Whether they did or not, he is a officer. He's supposed to know how to contain his emotions.
And even though the boys play in college, they still kind of like kids too.
Exactly. So,
and let's just be clear. The only reason you there, the only reason you are there as a Texas State Trooper is because these guys bringing all these hundreds of thousands of fans in this motherfucker, so you can get your overtime and all this old shit. But they look at you like property. They look at you like
your
property.
fucking paycheck.
That's the problem. They look at you like property. You just a prop. Just go play the game, boy.
They ain't gonna do much with them though. You know,
I don't think so.
No, because they ain't done that all this time. Now this is just to say that they did something.
Yeah, just to shut everybody up.
Yeah.
Damn.
This just like some Trump shit. A distraction.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do much. You'll see them out there next year.
Man, but they also were saying that the boy from South Carolina should have pressed charges.
I would have.
I don't know if he did or not, but
yeah, I would have been petty. I would have been petty and did that. Would have got a little check from it too. Would have got a little check from it too.
I would have pressed charges and sued the shit out the stadium. Cause this is y'all just put our safety in danger bringing somebody like this in here that can't control his emotions.
And I was scared for my life.
Jamal Weeks said he did press charges.
He pressed charges, okay.
That's good for him.
Appreciate that, Jamal Weeks.
Doing an investigation then. But this should have been done a long time fucking ago, because
Man, they dragging their feet, hoping you goddamn don't care about it no more. The same shit we talking about with the Trump Epstein files and shit. They just dragging this shit out so you don't give a damn no more. Cause at this point, we forgot about that shit. Exactly, we forgot.
Maybe longer than that.
Shit, wow, man. But yeah, that was another story I just saw in the headlines. Came through.
Yeah, but that's what's up, man. Good thing they finally gonna do something about it. I guess it took them long enough. But hey, man, don't y'all forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. Appreciate everybody that's been commenting with us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.
TGC.